Hey guys, Albert,
Ian here.
we're back. Long day yesterday, but we're back and ready to give some more updates because we're not finished yet. We got a lot more stuff on the schedule coming up here, and we wanted to make sure we basically informed everyone. So thank you to everyone yesterday for a great day. I mean, start with the kids camp.
Hmm.
I thought that went really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Kids looked like they had a lot of fun, which is most important. It was great to get the kids back out on the court. Great to work with them. I was really impressed with all our players and stuff like that. Our dream crew was working together, and kids seemed to enjoy that, especially because we got a couple dunkers on the team. Trey and Connor, shout out to you guys. Cody slapping backboard too, but he does a great job otherwise. And then the game, Lancaster, one of the top teams in the league, and that's where we're trying to get to on our end. Was a tough loss, but we battled, and then we were able to push through it and get a win against the NYC Black Eagles. So make sure you click the link for the write-up. You can kind of get the breakdown of what happened yesterday. I know we couldn't get a full capacity crowd, but still had some fans from our camp. And then we're looking to get a few more fans coming up here for March 13th. So you want to go through March 13th, what we're looking at?
Yeah, so we'll have our AAU registration officially open next Saturday, so March 13th. We'll take kids under 12 for the first round, 10 to 11 a.m., and then 13 to under 18 we'll go with 11 to 12 p.m., and then after that we have our game against Chautauqua Hurricane at 2 p.m., and then another doubleheader, so 5 p.m. we'll play Timothy Edwards.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean
gonna be
that's good. I mean, Ian, Matt, the whole group again has been so instrumental in like making the dream happen again this year. You know who we got: Kaylee, Gail, Gabe filling in Gabe there. Obviously, Coach Rick, the entire team. I mean, just really appreciate everybody who's been able to support the dream and help us continue to move forward. Got to give a couple shout outs. You may see right here, I have my Central basketball hoodie on. Got to give a shout out to my brothers. They have a big playoff game coming up here. So really happy that Central's back in the playoffs. I'm really happy to see Dubois basketball and surrounding area really just get better. And that's one of the main reasons we continue to do these camps and then take it into AAU youth basketball is we want to continue to increase the level of competition and the level of play in Dubois. And our AAU kids are going to work in with our Dubois Dream Team. So the high schoolers are going to be working with our PBL team, and we're going to have some battles with that. We're going to compete, and the high schoolers are going to get a lot better. So make sure you click the link, you pre-register for AAU youth basketball. 12 and under, like Ian said, was 10 to 11 a.m. That's over at Dubois Christian School. We want to make sure you pre-register so we can send you more details this week as they keep getting finalized. So 10 to 11 a.m., 12 and unders. 13 to 18, we have you 11 to 12 p.m. That's over at Dubois Christian School. Pre-register ahead of time, and we'll get that moving along. And then you guys, if you sign up and you're part of our AAU youth basketball program, you'll get a ticket into our games. So that's kind of the benefit of that is you'll get to watch us play. We're not sure how many more games we're going to get in. So shout out to Dubois Christian School. Got to thank Tracy, Phil, Dave Hayes, everyone over there at Dubois Christian School. Thank you guys so much for letting us use your facility. It's beautiful in there. We're finally able to get home games in. I mean, it's nice to not have to travel. It's a little more work to get things set up, but you're starting to get the hang of the home games, right?
After that, I love home games. Like
thrown right into the fire 100%. On that one.
Prefer home games over traveling and stuff. So definitely shout out to them. It's a great gym too.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And next week we'll be coming back. So make sure you register for AAU and get to enjoy the games. So
yeah. So I've had a couple questions. I can't answer everything right here on Facebook Live, but people have been asking about the schedule. We're going to be starting up looking like Monday, Wednesday, Friday practices between 5 and 9 p.m. It depends on the breakdown of the team. So we want to make sure you pre-register and officially register this coming Saturday so we know what we're up against, how many kids we have. We have a nice group already. We're looking at over 100 kids already signed up in our program, and I think that's only going to grow, and that's what I want. Any kid that wants an opportunity, we're going to help you out. So make sure you sign up and get out there. The other thing is how many tournaments. Usually we're trying to get at least 4 to 5, maybe 6 tournaments if we can, depending on the group. And, depending on the actual talent level, we don't want to completely throw people into these huge tournaments. We're going to try and work their way through. And one of the biggest questions I've gotten is it's all about development for me. Is like we got to develop the kids in this area. I feel very confident in my abilities as well as the surrounding group we're going to bring in for the dream to develop the kids. And that's what's most important is we got to make sure they're developed, and we got to make sure we develop that talent on a larger scale as we work outside of this area in tournaments. So that's going to be the biggest thing for our AAU youth basketball. Feel free to reach out to our email. Feel free to come out to the registration. We're going to provide more information there, but really excited to keep that going. So what else we got on the agenda? I know you and Matt are working on some things, aren't you?
Yeah, so we're launching this series called Dream Talk. It's going to be weekly series. This week we'll be going live on Facebook at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Me and Matt will talk to Coach Rick. We'll go over some of, his side coming in from the coach, talking about the game this past weekend. And then for next 2 home games coming up, what does he think? What the team needs to adjust and everything. So
Nice.
it'll be a good episode. So make sure you tune into that. And then what else do we have?
You got to give a shout out to Coach Rick. He just had a birthday too, so we surprised him with a little win at the end and then a cake, and he was completely surprised. So
Reese's.
We love you, Rick. Yeah, we love you, Coach Rick. Everyone on the team loves you. You're just such a great part of our dream group. So what else we got is community events. Keep on the eye out for some community events coming up. We have something special in the works to try and partner with nonprofit Make-A-Wish first and foremost, and then we're going to branch off. So if you want to partner with us, I know we usually do a pretty good job partnering with those nonprofits. We get some good traction on our social media. We get some good traction in the community. It's just a lot of fun. I can't believe I forgot about giving Shirley a shout out, because if you haven't already, check out all of her photos. Like, she's not just a photographer. If you'll see, she's so much more than that. She's so creative, and her artwork is unreal. So make sure you give a like and a follow to A Day's Dream Fine Art and Portraiture, or Fine Art Photography. Mm-hmm. She's basically expanding into everything. But you'll see the kids camp photos, and then upcoming here, you'll see the game photos. So Shirley, shout out to you. Just keep hustling. I mean, we're so blessed to have you. So thank you for taking the pictures, but we know that your artwork is unreal as well. So anything else you got on the agenda? Hopefully we can get Sam back as well, Samantha. She made, I guess, the appearance, but
I sure hope
I don't think the guys want to see her, though. working us like crazy because we need to get that conditioning back.
What else? If you want to come out and help with the home games, please email us at info@duboisdreams.com, right? duboisdream.com. Yep. And we appreciate all the help that we can get, because it's gonna be our home games. So it's just be right here, and if you're willing to learn, we'll teach you whatever you want to do. So
yeah. And we'll sign off on your volunteer hours as well. I know kids need volunteer hours. The other thing is just being around the basketball game, being around our PBL games. A lot of people say it all the time, is it's so quick and fast paced that you got to make sure that you're paying attention. So if we can get some helpers out there, just being around the game is going to help you out. That's part of the reason we want our high schoolers working in with our PBL team. It's just the pace of the game, the physicality. Like, they don't call fouls in our league. It's just there are hardly any fouls called, and you just got to make sure you're physical enough to handle it. So I'm just really excited to continue building with our youth basketball season. We have 2 more home games. Can't wait to get Chautauqua in here, one of our rivals. That's always a battle between us. And then Timothy Edwards United, we're finally able to get them in here. So Timothy Edwards, glad you're making the trip in as well. That's a non-league game, but we're going to have basically a similar setup. AAU youth registration is going to be before our games. That's 10 to 11 a.m. with our 12U group. That's a Dubois Christian School. And then 11 to 12 is then our 13 to 18-year-old group. I know we've had a couple seniors reach out. And seniors, we're going to try and get you in the mix as well. We're going to see how strict they are with tournaments, but we got to make sure we get our groups together, and we need to know how many kids are signed up. So make sure you pre-register. If you can't make it that time, let us know. And that's why we definitely need you pre-registered, so then we can make sure we send out the info to you as well. And then we have our Chautauqua game at 2 p.m. If you're signed up in our AAU youth registration, you can get a ticket into the game. You can get to watch our game. And then that'll happen again at 5 p.m. when we play Timothy Edwards United for kind of the evening nightcap. So best of luck to all the high schools as they're getting the playoffs in. You got any final words, Ian?
No, I mean, just stay tuned to our socials. We have a lot of info coming out. So, yeah.
Shout out right here. She's doing awesome with the socials. So stay tuned, guys. And, definitely appreciate all the support. Reach out if you guys got anything else. We're happy to partner up. But until then, dream big.